Once you decide to pursue flight training, choosing the right school is going to be one of the most important decisions that you make. So with dozens of options out there, it can easily get overwhelming. So here's a guide and a straightforward approach to choose the best path forward. First and foremost, decide on your aviation goals. Are you training for fun, a career, maybe a military transition? Different flight schools specialize in different paths, and knowing what you're going for is going to be a big part of that process in deciding where you want to train. For instance, as a private pilot, maybe you just want to fly friends and family members around. Flexibility might be something that you're looking for in the flight school itself. If you want a career in the airlines or as a helicopter pilot, a school that has an accelerated program or strong career support would be more important to those people. Second, ask about DPE access or designated pilot examiners. So all of the ratings and certifications that you work through in aviation are going to require, that you do an exam, a practical and oral exam with a pilot examiner itself. So some flight schools have access to their local DPE pool. Some of them are able to schedule the check rides for you as part of your training, like we do here at Aviation Academy of Louisiana. So knowing that access of the school and their access to DPEs is important. Of course, consider the training environment itself. The weather. Here in Louisiana, we can fly year-round. We don't really have any large weather events other than maybe a hurricane here or there that we have to, move around our training. Airspace itself. What airspace are you going to be training in? Is it an untowered airport that the school primarily flies out of, which is going to give you less experience dealing with ATC? Or is it a heavily controlled area like a Bravo airspace where you're dealing with ATC a lot more intensely and there's a lot of traffic and it takes you a long time to taxi and even be able to get up into the air? So the location, what airport is it located around? Is there housing options? Here at Aviation Academy of Louisiana, we have housing options for students as they come to us for training. So evaluate the cost versus the value. Just as with anything else, cheapest isn't always the best. A couple of the things you want to look at, are the aircraft modern? What are the avionics equipped in there? Are the instructors experienced? Have they been, do they have a diverse pool of instructors in case maybe you don't see eye to eye or work well with your first instructor? Other options and other instructors that you can work with. Do they have an in-house maintenance department like we do here at Aviation Academy? We're able to maintain our aircraft with our in-house maintenance department. That's super important because if aircrafts can't fly, then that means you can't train. Are there accelerated options? Those looking for the career path maybe want to get through certifications and ratings a little bit more quickly, and accelerated options are always going to be important. And then what kind of student support do you have? A lot of ground format training is done through these digital, commercial available formats. Are the instructors themselves willing to spend time with you on the ground, making sure all the concepts that you're learning about are sticking throughout your flight training? Last but not least, as you go through these factors, we always encourage, regardless of the flight school that you're going to choose, do a discovery flight, see the aircraft, tour the facility, meet the instructors, and knock out those first steps before you make a final decision who you want to do your flight training with. Here at Aviation Academy of Louisiana, we train students from all over the country, all over the world. So whether you're a pilot just starting out or you're in more advanced training and you're looking to finish up some of those ratings with accelerated courses, contact us today and get a tour lined up.